Mic check 1, 2. Let's see if we are live. Let me see if I'm live here. Trying to get chat going, but I don't think chat's gonna work. So maybe if you can comment below. 1, 2. Let's see if we are. Get the echo. But other than that, I believe we are live and running. In this video, I am going to go over the Orchestral Tools Metropolis Ark 1. Shout out to Orchestral Tools for providing this. I presented an offer to them in exchange for Metropolis Ark 1, and they were gracious enough to provide this library. So I'm going to show a little bit about that and Logic Pro, what I'm using. Before we get into that, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel here on YouTube, and also the Metropolis Ark 1. I will have a link to Orchestral Tools in the description below. So I'm going to show you this plugin. We're going to dive right in. So Metropolis Ark 1 and most Orchestral Tools libraries, if not all of them, now use this Sine Player. So I just go to Orchestral Tools, Sine Player, Stereo. Actually, I should go to multi-output, and I'll show you why I'm going to switch to multi-output later in this video. We're going to go to multi-output, which allows me to have up to 16 stereo tracks. And then I can see, if you haven't logged in before, you have Sine Player, it might ask you to log in to your account, and then I can see the libraries I have. They have a lot of free libraries, the free series from the layers. There is, I think I got this for free, Tableau Solo Strings, which is only the cello. If I open this, yeah, I just have the cello, which I think was maybe from a contest or something. This was maybe another contest where we got the Klingon Choir, and then they have a free series called Sign Factory. They have a lot more than what you see here. I don't have all the free stuff in the Sign Factory, but I do have these that I downloaded. And then we have the full, this was from a competition. I don't know if you can still get this, but Junkie XL about a year, 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago, had a full contact competition where he released some drum sounds. And I got that as part of the competition. You got the full contact competition kit. And then, of course, the reason why we're all here today is because Metropolis Ark 1, the Monumental Orchestra, I downloaded, when you get the plugin, it's about 70 to 80 gigabytes of sounds, orchestral sounds, and you have different mixes you can download. So I just did the basic kit, which includes spot mics and the tree mics, but you can also get like the AB, like ambient mics. You can get a lot. I think you have like in some cases up to 7 or 8 different mic positions. But I just wanted to get the bare minimum just to get going at this point in time and not download as much to take up as much space. But as you can see, we have the orchestra, we have high strings, and we can click these arrows and we can see the different articulations within those sounds. So as you can see with high strings, we have octave and legato, octave unison, we have all these different articulations. So I can either load just the individual articulation just by double clicking here, or I can load, we're going to clear this list here. I can load everything in high strings just by double clicking high strings. It'll load all the articulations there. And then we can use key switches down here on the keyboard, the orange keys you see here, to switch between the different articulations. And then you see the notes here that will tell you which note will trigger that articulation as a key switch. And then you have your MIDI input here. It took me a while to figure out what this one meant. I just thought it meant that the high strings would be the number one sound in the plugin. But this will come in handy if you are using something like Logic and you start creating MIDI tracks. You want to route sounds in different tracks to different sounds, and I'll show you that shortly. So high strings, I actually like, really, I've only been using so far just to sustain octave legato sound. Let's see if this will play here. And if you can see my modulation wheel here, I believe my foot pedal might do the same thing. You can't have a volume expression pedal, but you can't see it doing, it's doing the same thing. So I usually use a pedal when I'm playing, but you can see if I move my modulation wheel, it does the volume or really expression. We have the pitch bend. I'm playing out the range. So I really like that sound because it's the octave, it's legato, it's really expressive. Let's play a couple more articulations here. We'll go to Bartok Pizzicato Colegno. That's a lot of articulations in one. Really great for either, it's crazy because this sound is really great for the two ends of the spectrum. So you can have this sound, which is great for comedy, but it's also great for horror, which is like two opposite ends of the spectrum for me. And also like mystery, things like that. Then we have tremolo unison. And I will turn the overall volume up. I have volume control here. I can go up to 12 dB. higher. Let's crank that up here. I'm going to turn up also the plugin volume. Or turn up the track volume. So we have tremolo unison, then you have some other articulations there. So that is high strings. I'm going to clear this list. Then we're going to bring up low strings, Wolfenstein low strings. I've used this also to have that low end energy. That sustains legato. We could have some shorts. So I would probably use this a lot when I'm doing neoclassical stuff. And let me turn this. I see the volume is a little low. I'm going to try to get a little bit more gain. I'll just use EQ here and just turn the gain up by about, let's go to like 5, 6, 5. There we go. Let me know. I'm trying to jump over to YouTube. I don't know if my Windows gonna blow up, so I can't see the YouTube chat right now. And I don't know why chat's disabled, so apologies there. But I do like the low strings. Let's see what else we have. We have crescendo long. I'm just gonna hold one note, and you hear that holding out right now. And then I will also go to glissandi, which is, as you can see, there's only the white notes here are the playable notes in that articulation. So I'm going to play this. So definitely great for horror there. Let's go to bassoons. I don't want to add stuff to the list yet. I'll show you how for some reason, why is that happening? My computer's having too much fun. If I go out and then not let me clear. Okay, so we'll just add it. I'm gonna go to, I'll just load up, like, let's say sustains here. And maybe I double click. And I want to put this on. Let's close this. For some reason, you see that the glitching happening. I'm gonna leave all this in there. I just don't know why that's happening with the plugin. It's probably my system. Let me hit the panic button. So you can see if that fixes it. And if not, we will do old school and no plugin and load it back up. And we will scroll down to browse where we were at. We were still in orchestra, and we haven't even got to the other 3 options there. Bassoons, let's see if we can load all those up. Again, comedy. It could also be used in horror. We'll go to staccato. And again, you have some fun there. This one, you see that the key switches are up here. You can drag if you want. I don't know if that'll change where the key switches are. It does. So you can drag that to move the key switches to if you have a shorter keyboard or longer keyboard. So you can be really flexible with these ranges and say, hey, I want this to be at a different range. So let's see what's the clear. For some reason, the clear list isn't working for me right now. I'm sure that's something on my system. We're going to load up the contrabassoons. I'm going to load up sustains here. And actually, it won't let me switch. That's the thing. So I might have to do the... Yeah, it's not going to let me switch. I'm going to do it this way. Let's see if this works. Duplicate the track. Am I clicking too much? Yeah, I have no idea what's happening there. But again, not the plugin's fault. I'm sure it's my system here. So I'm going to go to no plugin, load up Sine Player. And we're going to go back to Orchestra. And where are we at? Contrabassoons. We will do these up. So sort of like the lower end of the bassoons. Let's see. I don't think it's going to even let us do that. Is there a way to, if there is a way to like drag that out, that would be perfect so that I can clear it. So when I get things like this, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to create one track and we'll do it all again. Sine Player. We'll just do stereo for now. Changing a lot of variables, so I don't know if it'll work. Then we'll go to orchestra and trumpets. Just double click on trumpets. That'll load all the articulations and I have used the trumpet sounds for some things. This is staccato. Great sound with the trumpets. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening with the. I'm only doing one click, so apologies for that. But the show must go on. So we're gonna do duplicate. Actually, not duplicate. We're gonna remove the plugin, add it back in. If anyone knows how to combat that, please drop it in the comments. Again, I don't know why chat's disabled. Also, I would love to be able to reorder this so that I could have, let's say I know I'm going to use Arc 1 the most. So if there's a way to reorder so that I can put Arc 1 at the top and I can move like everything else down, that would be great. I think I could search up here. Let's see. It's not even working. I know that's a logic thing where I can't, there's some things I can't even type in contextual search like in even with like things like contact, I can't search in there, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go to horns. So you have sustained legato, we have staccato, and then we have a lot of effects, crescendos, some rips. That could be great for, that can be a lot of fun. We will again remove and add it back. So I won't be able to show you the breakout because I don't know why the system isn't working, but maybe that could be another video of how you can break this out into different tracks in Logic Pro. So that was trumpets, horns. This will go to Rotterdorn horns. Oops, I loaded it up twice. That's gonna be interesting. A little bit more subdued. Let's go to staccato. We have swells. So you see what's happening there. Again, gotta close this. No plugin. Stereo. And we will go down to orchestral tools. Trombones, Cimbassi, tubas. I will go to, I'm not going to play all of them just because I know I have a lot more to get through. So we'll go to Cimbassi. I'm going to load that up. And so if I said I'm going to play through all of them, apologies. So I like that powerful like horn. Really great if you want to create like Brahms sounds. Let's see if I hit purge. I don't think that helps at all the situation. And I actually haven't read any reviews other than that's just telling me downloads. Other than what I talked to music creators, and they have been telling me that they like using this, especially trailer music composers. So that was my reason for trying to get my hands on it. So thank you again to Orchestral Tools. Let's go back to stereo and browse. Actually, I need to. I don't think I removed it. Say no plugin, stereo. Then we'll go down to, and also wish, I don't know why it keeps opening up like down in that corner, but life, such as, first world problems. So we'll stop with orchestra there. We'll go to the choir. We have male choir and female choir, pretty simple. So I'm gonna load up the female choir, play through a couple of those. I actually used this choir on a Western cue yesterday. And then we have Marcato Long. I like that. I think they're saying something. I know the volume is kind of low on the plugin, or at least looks like it's low coming through the video. I don't know if you can control the syllables that they are saying, but it sounds great. There is a little delay. I was trying to find the delay, the latency or the delay compensation. I tried it with Logic and it was still getting a little delay. So when I hit the note or when I hear the sound, I haven't found that in the plugin yet where I can change that setting. Other than, I just clicked my name. Other than, just trying to line it up with the MIDI and things. And in some cases, you do want that natural delay that you get. kind of cool for a, you want to build like a riser using that sound. We're going to go no plugin, Sine Player. I probably have to restart my computer and that'll probably fix it, but I'm not going to do that now because I'm trying to get through the video. And that would stop my progress. We're going to do the male choir. I loaded it up twice, but so similar to the female choir, but the male version. And then next we will go to percussion. So I'm going to no plugin. So it also helps because if I'm in the middle of a session, I'm trying to create things, I'm not trying to restart the computer, I have a client or something, it does help to know like, hey, this isn't working exactly the way I want it to work. So what are some sort of quick things I can do to keep the workflow going? So in this case, it'd be like, okay, I gotta remove the plugin, add it back really quick. It takes a couple seconds. It does interrupt the workflow a little bit, but you got to do what you got to do to get through. And there we go, percussion. Yeah, so just having too much fun. Then we have Drake piano. I don't think it's named after, I don't know, the rapper Drake, like his piano or piano he uses. But again, do your research, you can find out. But for those who don't know, piano is a percussion instrument. So let us double click here. Let's see what this piano sounds like. I wonder if we have all 88 keys. Sounds good. I have a sustain pedal to my left. So I'm on a high octave here. I like that. Hold on. Don't use my microphone's going crazy. Hold on. Let me make sure my mic's back. We'll say don't use, and don't use. I think I'm hitting the chord as I'm playing these keys. Get it hitting the chord. Oh man, that's a bar. I'm hitting the chord on the microphone, the cable. Let's go to bands. So I'm gonna close this again. And last but not least, we'll go to band. And like I said, I'll do some more videos about this plugin. Because right now it's not working right, or maybe we'll see what happens after band. Let's go to band first. And so we have guitars, we have bass, and drum set. So we're gonna go to this guitar. Looks like electric guitar, power chords, power sustains. I don't mind it. I do have some other guitar sounds, but it is unique to have. Sometimes it's unique even to have the piano in an orchestral plugin. It is part of the orchestra, but a lot of orchestral plugins do not include piano, so that's good to have. But definitely a lot of orchestral plugins do not include guitars and bass. So it is a good addition. I'm trying to load this one up. This is Guitar 2. Kornmesser is the name of these two guitars. So would I use these? It might not be my first go-to guitar. I don't know. If I'm in the plugin, I probably load it up since it's already open. But I don't know if it's going to be the first that comes to mind when I'm thinking of just electric guitars. but nice to have. And then what was after that? We have electric bass, probably same thing. I don't know if it'll be my go-to bass, but let's see how it sounds. And there are more articulations you can download. I only have the amp here. I did the basic kit, but most of I actually use the Logic stock bass a lot. But this is nice to have again. And then we have drum set. So the bands, I'm gonna go through the drum set stuff too. But the band sounds, when I'm thinking of the sounds that are there, I'll probably go to some other options there. Maybe use the Orchestral Tools one or the Arc one band sounds to layer with some other sounds. So just making sure, getting a lay of the land, and making sure that it's MIDI mapped to typical drum programming, because there are some drum plugins that don't MIDI map to the typical, C kick, D snare. So I like that. Let's see. So that's just a quick overview. If I were to tell you my favorite sounds, I actually never played the Drake piano from this plugin before today. So if I had to choose like my favorite sounds from Orchestral Tools Metropolis Ark 1, I'm gonna close it out and I'm gonna just go through the sounds one more time and tell you which ones are like my absolute favorites as of right now. I've used it on a couple tracks since I got it a couple days ago. Can I open all of these at once? Let's see, probably not. But for the orchestra, high strings and low strings, I've absolutely used the most. I did use trumpets and I think the two horns and the Cimbassi. I have not used the trombones and tubas yet. But high strings and low strings, I've used the most from the orchestra side so far. Again, this is after a couple days. I've used a female choir. Like I said, I used that on a Western style cue yesterday. I didn't use the male choir yet. Percussion, I've used some percussion. I actually used some percussion on the Western style cue yesterday also. I haven't used a piano yet, but as you saw, I couldn't stop playing it today, so I'm definitely going to be using that Drake piano. Band stuff, I haven't used any of this. Like I said, that'll probably be the least side of things that I'll use from Metropolis Ark 1. As far as kits, I'll probably use this less because when I think of guitars, bass, and drum set, I immediately think of other plugins first. But it is great to have in this orchestra set. So Metropolis Ark 1, I'll just end this here. Thank you all for watching this. Shout out to Orchestral Tools for providing this. Again, I'll make some other content featuring Ark 1. Maybe I'll post the Western cue I did with this, and I can do that now because I'm in the live mode. But yeah, so that'll be another video, but stay tuned. Thank you for watching this. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out Metropolis Ark 1. I'll have links in the description. All right, peace.